Hello, hello, CEO coaches. Welcome to today's show. I am super excited to share with you, y'all, how I started my business, how I started my coaching business, how I went from a burnt out teacher to building a six-figure coaching business in 1 year. Look, I haven't shared this story, and I think I give it to you in bits and pieces, but I've never given you the whole entire story. So today I'm going to walk you through each and every step of the way. All right, so stay tuned. Hello, Chantel. How you doing? What's up? As you guys are coming in, please put your name in the comment section so I can give you a shout out. All right. All right, guys. So, like I mentioned before, I'm really excited to walk you through the steps and the processes and my thinking and my emotions and my roller coaster of starting my coaching business and how I was able to do it from being a burnt out teacher to building a six-figure coaching business within 1 year. Okay. So if this is your first time seeing me, who I am, then you're going to get a great treat because this is going to be your great introduction of who I am. Hello, Sharon. How you doing? Hello, Natalie. Thank you guys for joining me today. Awesome. So you guys know how I like to start things. I like to get right into it. So let me do a little introduction. Let's go here. Okay. All right. So, hello, everyone. I am Elise Michelle, and I help coaches get out of their own way so that they can finally build and grow a profitable online coaching business. All right. Um, Sharon says, I have just binged all of last month. Just wow. Oh, thank you so much. Awesome. So, like, again, this is your first time seeing me. I'm Elise Michelle. I'm a marketing coach and I help coaches, right? I help y'all make this transition to building your coaching business super simple. All right. I also help you get out of your own way so that you can finally build and grow a profitable coaching business. And I'm going to break this down because I wasn't like this all the time. Okay. Believe me, I was like really crazy. All right. So, look, believe me, and believe me, to build a coaching business it doesn't need to be hard or require you to do things that you do not like or want to do because your girl is all about doing what she want to do and she all about making it easy as you do it. All right. So hello, Stephanie. Thank you for joining me today. She is all about making this whole coaching business stuff easy as possible. So thank goodness it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to do it hard. You don't have to hustle. I've spent 19 plus years teaching others how to build businesses and spent the past 8 years building my own and showing other over 700 other entrepreneurs and coaches how to do the same. So look, you're in good hands, right? I've done it. I've made the mistake so that you don't have to do it yourself. So what do I do? I'm the founder of the Coaching Business Simplified community. I own and operate a digital content media company, and I provide personal services of coaching and consulting services to coaches just like yourself. So, with all that said, you know that your girl got you, right? You know that. And again, as you guys are coming in, let me know who you are so I can give you a shout out. I love to see you guys up in the comments. Chantel, Sharon, Natalie, Stephanie, thank you guys for joining me both on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, 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 yes. I'm just really glad I am sharing this with you guys today. So it hasn't always been this way. And some of you have been with me from the get go. You know, my friends, my family, my husband all know that it has not been like this always, right? I didn't have nice video. My content was not on point. I was, oh, y'all, let me just get into it. Okay. So, look, today what we're going to be talking about is how I started my coaching business, how I went from a burnt out teacher to building a six-figure business in 1 year. Because this is one of the questions that I get a lot. How long does it take? How long does it really take to get all of this done? And honestly, it's really up to you. It's all about where you are in your life, in your situation, what was going on, and so the time frame could be different. But I'm just going to share with you what it was for me. and what was going on with my life and how did I make this transition to start building this six-figure coaching business so that I could, do what I want to do and how to make it easy. So if y'all with me, just sit, get tight, get your tea. Hello, Deborah. Deborah's in the house with us. She in the house. She in the house. So grab your drink, right? Because I'm gonna be spilling some tea. All right. So here we go. So feel free to ask me questions and I'll try to respond to all of them in the comments. So if you have any questions for me about whatever I'm talking about on the slides, my story, my situation, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will address all of them as I see them coming in. Because sometimes y'all stuff be coming in really fast. Your girl's a little slow. And so she might miss some. So definitely make sure you put those in the comments. And I know there's this special thing that StreamYard has that allows me to see your questions. I don't know what that is, and so I'm gonna figure that out. So if you guys have questions, just put them in the comments, and then when I figure out this new feature that StreamYard has, and it makes it easy for me to find your questions, then I do that. But if y'all know how to find that or know about that, let me know. It's just we're a team here. We're trying to make things easy. All right. So look, guys, I started off as a full-time associate professor in the fashion marketing department. I absolutely loved it, loved what I was doing, right? Full-time professor, but look, during this time, although I was there for 19 years, I was department chair and I got fired as a department chair. So you can understand, I, you know, I worked my butt off to build this fashion department up, worked my butt off, and then got fired because I didn't have the right credentials, as they say, right? It's all that little, politics. If you guys ever worked in the educational field, there's a lot of politics, right? A lot, right? So I left that position mad, totally burnt out because I was working 60 plus hours. And then I was ashamed and embarrassed because my peers actually saw me do this and grow this department. And they knew that I was doing my best. And the numbers were showing that I was doing good. So I was a little ashamed, right? I was embarrassed to walk around thinking that, these people know that I got demoted, fired from this position. And now I had to be a full-time instructor, a full-time associate professor, right? You got to move your way up the rank, right? So no longer department chair, no more head honcho, just a professor teaching classes. Now, look, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the 411. It really was the best decision that could ever happen. But at the time, I wasn't feeling it. I was literally pissed off about the whole entire situation just because I put in so much work to make it happen. Y'all know what I mean. If any of you feel what I'm feeling, put a yes in the comments. Let me know. Put a yes in the comments. So this is what I realized though. After reading The 4 Hour Work Week, if you guys don't know it, it's a great book. Get your hands on it just to give you the inspiration to let you know what is possible for you by Tim Ferriss, right? The 4 Hour Work Week changed my life. I realized that you can make money online. So what I did is I started to sell my artwork, right? Sharon says she understands. Natalie, yes, totally understand. Thank you. I know I wasn't the only one out there, right? Hello, Pam. Yes, Pam totally understand it. Right. Me and Pam basically have the same exact story. Right. So after reading The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, I realized that people were making money online. So your girl decided, look, I'm gonna start selling my artwork. That's what my background was, right? It was an artwork. Loved it before I got into fashion and marketing. So I started selling my artwork and doing art workshops as well. Okay. Teaching people my technique. So what I really wanted to accomplish was I wanted to make enough money so that I could leave this job, leave the whole politics stuff behind, right? Deborah, yes, Deborah says she's a retired teacher over here. Yes, love it. So I really wanted to make enough money so that I could leave my 9 to 5, leave this the whole politics stuff, leave that all behind so that I can live out my dream. So that's what I really wanted to do. But the struggle was I really wasn't making enough money. I was making it, but not enough money. I wasn't matching the income that I was bringing in from my job. Okay. And I didn't really have the confidence in myself. right? Being fired from that department chair really crushed me, right? And I even wrote a book about it called "The Greatness is in the Comeback." I might have somewhere this somewhere on the slide somewhere. But anyway, I wrote a book about it, talking about my steps that I had to go through because I didn't have the confidence. I was doing these things, selling the artwork, getting commission work, getting to galleries, doing these art workshops. This is one of the artwork workshops that I was doing. So y'all see a picture, but I really didn't have the confidence in myself, right? I didn't believe that this was possible for myself. And y'all know that. You see these things, you see people online and you see them saying that they've made six figures, they've made $10,000 in 24 hours, all this kind of stuff. And sometimes you just look at yourself and like, I don't think that's possible for me. And that's where I was myself. So this is when I hit the wall. This is when everything just like came crumbling down. Oh my gosh, you just oh, I was just having a moment, almost a panic attack. I probably did have a panic attack, but just didn't know it was a panic attack at that time. So I got totally overwhelmed. I couldn't replicate the results. So I was getting sales, but I couldn't make it consistent. I was getting people to come to my workshops, but it wasn't consistent, right? So I just stopped. I just totally stopped selling my artwork and doing the workshops. Just stopped. Yeah, just totally stopped. And so you never know who's watching you though. Although I was doing all these things, this is a picture of me. You see the workshop, it's full. We having a great grand time, right? But you never know who is watching you, what you are doing. So this is when an aha moment happened for me. Faculty members were paying attention to me. They saw what I was doing. I went from a department chair to actually just and started selling artwork. I wasn't like a known artist in the Charlotte area at all, right, y'all? And so they saw me go from department chair to becoming this a faculty member, right? Then started selling my artwork online. I had gallery opening shows that was selling out. I was doing workshops, so they would come into my workshops. Most of those pictures, like that previous picture, let me go back to it. It's faculty members in the class because they wanted to know the techniques as well. Okay, so get back here. So my aha moment was start teaching faculty members and the students in their students what I was doing. So I became known as the online branding expert on campus. Y'all, that was not my degree. Y'all remember, I was in fashion. But because they saw what I was doing, I was taking what I had learned online, that I was taking these courses, and I actually was able to build my own brand in a whole different area. So faculty were so excited about what I was doing and my accomplishment. I was training them, doing in-service trainings, right? I was sharing with them how to brand yourself, how to stand out, how to speak in front of your classroom so that you can be the expert. So students will absolutely love you. I was teaching classes like that. I was also teaching their students, like photography students, culinary students, graphic design students, all of these process. Like my class will be for some of the students were actually signing up for my class to just to sit in because they weren't getting it taught in other classes. Okay. So I was known as the online branding expert on campus. And then I realized that I can turn my knowledge and experience into a new brand and into new income. Uh-huh. Yeah. So here was the plan. This is what I did. This is the plan. This is what I did. So I started creating workshops teaching entrepreneurs how to build a brand online. I started doing one-on-one coaching and having consulting contracts out there. I actually met my husband during this time. My husband saw me online on Facebook. So when y'all hear that, you can't meet your person on Facebook. My husband actually found me online, right? Hired me to help him grow his new salon he had just opened. And so that's how we met, right? And we became friends, et cetera, et cetera. If y'all ever want to hear that story, just let me know. I share all of that with you. But I also started doing workshops, as you can see in the background, and I wrote my book, sharing with people step by step on how I was able to brand myself online. And in the first couple of chapters, I share my story and a whole lot more detail. So if you ever want to go check it out, the book is on Amazon. Greatness is in the comeback. And I go through the whole process, step by step, my exact plan on what I did and how I was able to brand myself on social media. Okay. So it's out there. But I realized that if I wanted to scale up, like the in-person workshops and one-on-one coaching and consulting was only going to get me so far. Literally, it was only going to get me so far. I was a solo entrepreneur. So when you just the one-man show, you can only do but so much. I realized that. Solopreneur is great, but it can wear a girl out and it wear me out. But I needed to scale up and I knew how important that was. Right. So y'all ever seen this quote or heard this quote by Jay-Z? It says, I'm not a business man. I'm a business man. Let me handle my business. Right? That quote stuck with me because this is when I realized that I needed to build a business and not another job. I'm going to let that sink in. I needed to build a business and not another job because that's what I was doing. I was trading time for money. I was already doing that as a faculty member, right? But now I had another side hustle that I was trading time. So I had to realize that, okay, girl, this is great. You're doing okay, right? You might not be making a whole lot of money, but you got to start to think about scaling things up. So I needed to build a business and not a job. So this is when I came up with the CEO coaching business system. I had to move myself from being a coach to a CEO. I had to change my mindset. I had to realize that I had to have multiple ways to make money in my coaching business, and I had to really build a coaching or business foundation. I was being more of a service provider, which is nothing wrong with that. But if I really wanted to achieve what I really wanted to achieve, which was to leave my 9 to 5 and actually start building and bringing in money, I had to change what I was doing because charging for my time was not going to get me there. It's only 24 hours in a day. And y'all know this girl gets overwhelmed really quickly. How many of you agree with that? How many of you can get overwhelmed really easy? Let me know in the comments, right? Put an emoji and let me know if that is you, because that's definitely was me. Easy overwhelmed. I'm a girl who can work about 2 to 3 good hours and then I'm done. So you can imagine having two jobs. This girl was wore out and I was always chasing, felt like I was chasing the next dollar. I was chasing the next client. I was chasing the next hustle, right? So I know I couldn't sustain that at all. So I had to build the business, build my foundation. Yes, Sharon says definitely me. Yeah, girl. Well, I'm gonna share with you what I did to make that go away. So again, y'all see, I came up with the CEO coaching business system. Okay. So this is an example of a coach y'all might be very familiar with is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins uses the same system that I call my CEO business system. He uses it as well. So as you can see, as you go further down I guess you want to say triangle or pyramid, I don't know. Let's say diagram, stairs, I don't know that the more you go down or the triangle top gets smaller, the more expensive his products are. So he has free products over here in the left hand side on the dark blue. In the light blue, he has digital products. He has other core products that are even more expensive. And then this is when you get really into high ticket, where he's charging even more money, is when you get more one on one time with him or with his team. Okay. So Tony Robbins believes in a CEO coaching business system, as well as, let's see, I got one more person, Russell Brunson. You guys know I'm always talking about some Russell, right? So Russell also follows the CEO coaching business system as well. He has several products. He has books. He has a ClickFunnels. He has a ClickFunnels Platinum, and he also has the Two Comma Club. And this is where you get the one-on-one coaching. And as you guys can see, as you go farther up the ladder, the more expensive it becomes. Okay. So for myself, this is my coaching business system. Okay. I have a membership that makes up 40% of my income. I have endorsements. Let me remove that so you guys can see. Endorsements, which mean that these are affiliate, right? Anything that I love and endorse, I might get a commission from. I also get endorsement. I actually make money from my Facebook Reels. We'll talk about that inside of the Coaching Business Simplified community and how I made that happen. I have digital products that makes up 20% of my income. Workshops, that's outside workshops that I might do, right? That I might have outside live events, and then speaking opportunities makes up 10%. So this is my coaching business system, all intact. Like this is it. Like if you need to take a screenshot of that, take a screenshot because that's the system. Once you know where you want to put your focus to in, then that's where you concentrate. And as you can see with my graph, membership makes up 40% of everything I do. Endorsements make up 20% and digital products. I mentioned last week, I did a training last week, and I think Sharon said that she watched all of my videos. Did you say that, Sharon? Caught up for the whole month? Yes, Sharon said that, right? She caught up and she binge watched all of my content and all in 1 month, right? Oh, that's amazing. So you know that I talked about online courses, how to create your online courses, and those fall into the digital product. Later, I'm going to be talking about memberships and endorsements. Inside the coaching business community, I'm going to be talking about my latest endorsement that I'm getting paid for, right? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about new ways that I'm getting more speaking opportunities. Like, but that's only 10% of how I make my money. So let me know if y'all have any questions about what I've covered so far, because this literally is a game changer on how you run your business. And I know, let me give y'all a little bit more face. All of us can't start at that level. All of us can't have all of these pieces, but you know where you want to go. Start with one and build up on that. That's the point of me creating the Coaching Business Simplified community is that I want to be there as you are building this system out. I'm not going to say that it took me 30 days to make this happen. No, this took me a year of mistakes or a year of me canceling things and starting all over again, a total year to make this happen. So I'm not one of those coaches to tell you, oh, 10K in 30 days, but not tell you the whole backstory of how I was able to do that, right? You don't wake up one morning, sell one product, and make $10,000. Like that's not feasible. But unless you already a celebrity, just to be honest, right? Pam says the CEO mindset is so key. Excellent breakdown. Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get back to it. I got a couple more slides to go. So if you took a screenshot, take a screenshot of that. Okay. All right. So I was able to actually retire in 2016 from my full-time job. Loved it, but it was time for me to go. Right. Sharon says this is such a great roadmap to follow. Thank you, Sharon. And I was consistently able to match what I was earning from my full-time job. That was the key for me. I needed to be making the amount of money that I was making in my full-time job. If I can do that, if I can come close to making it, I was gone. I was gone. So in 2016, I retired and I took on this as a full-time gig. This is what I do for full time. This is exactly. Y'all saw what I do. Y'all saw how I make my money. Okay. This is it. Okay. All right. So this is why I am introducing the new series on starting an online coaching business. I'm going to run this for the month of June. For the month of June, I'm going to take you through the process of this coaching business system to help you start a successful online coaching business. So for the month of June, I'm going to be doing a series on starting an online coaching business. And here's the agenda. Okay. So on week one, we're going to be talking about what you need to know about starting a coaching business. What you need to know. No, I'm pulling back the curtains. Okay. On week two, I'm going to be talking about how to get clients for your coaching business. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna break that sucker down for you. Okay. On week three, we're going to talk about common mistakes when starting a coaching business and how you can overcome them. I'm going to talk about my mistakes and how you don't have to make those same mistakes. And then on week 4, we're going to be talking about do this before you start your coaching business. I'm going to give you the first couple of steps that you should do before you start. And even, okay, if you've already started it, this this month's training is going to help you sort of eliminate some of the things that you might be doing. Or it might be like, oh, let me add this little thing that I'm already doing to up the ante. So if you've already started it, don't worry. You ain't got to start from scratch. I ain't about that, right? I'm about plugging and play what you might be missing or eliminating things that you don't really need to do. So make sure you mark your calendars. Mark your calendars for this month every Thursday at 12 o'clock Eastern time. Now, I've got an appointment to take my mom on the third week, but I should make it back by 12 o'clock. If that time changes, believe me, I'll let you guys know. But for sure for the month of June, I'm going to be at the same place, same time at 12 o'clock. Okay. Miss Cannon says, "Hello, will this live be saved for replay?" Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It will always be found on my YouTube channel, or you can find it on Facebook. Yes, ma'am. I will not delete this. Okay. All right. So look, this 4 weeks. Make sure you mark your calendars because I'm going to give you the 30-day launch plan. I've created a 30-day launch plan for you to walk you through launching your coaching business or relaunching it, whatever you want to do, or launching a product. I've mapped it all out for you week by week. I am explaining every step of the way. So while you join me for the month of June, you're going to get my 30-day launch plan. Get the whole thing all broken down to you. So you got to return back next week to get it, right? And if you want to be part of the Coaching Business Simplified community, during our co-working session, I'm going to even dive deeper into the 30-day launch plan. The co-working sessions are absolutely phenomenal for questions that you might have. If you need for me to demo anything, that's the time that you get all of those happening. You get all of those questions answered inside the Coaching Business Simplified co-working session. But when you join, if you join me every week, you're going to get the plan. But if you want me to hold your hand through the process and answer any of your questions, then you want to join the Coaching Business Simplified, right? Community. Okay. So every link that you're going to need, right, to join is going to be down below in this video that you can just click on and join, check it out, all those type of things. Today wasn't really to talk about that. Today was more or less about me talking about how you're able to do this, how I was able to do this, right? I didn't leave anything out. The biggest thing was the CEO coaching system, business coaching system. Once you learn how to maneuver that and then launch it and continue to launch it over and over, because I'm going to give you my 30-day plan. Once you, I don't want to say master it, but once you go through it, you just go through it the next 30 days. You go through it the next 30 days until it's 1 year later. I guarantee you, you won't be at the same place that you're at right now if you use the 30-day plan. So, what I need for you to do though, is that I need for you to come back next week. Okay. I need for you to come back so you can get the 30-day plan. I need for you to go ahead and click and subscribe. If you are not subscribed to my channel already, do that. Click the little bell so you can get the notifications. Okay. So you'll know when I go live. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you are following me on Facebook. I also paste this into my personal page as well. Did I say paste? I meant to say share and on my Facebook personal page. But anywho, if y'all want this, you got to come back. You know, you got to come back, right? Sharon says, I would expect 90 days later I will be in a different place. Oh, girl, I believe you. Yes, you would definitely be in a 90 days, you will be in a different place. After running the launch plan for twice, yes, ma'am. But 3 times, 1 quarter. I got my count now wrong. Well, thank you so much, y'all. Look, that's what I wanted to share today of how I was able to do that, how I was able to start my business, how I was able to move from being a burnt out teacher to a building a 6-figure business in 1 year. Was it easy? No. Was it simple? It got simpler when I figured it all out. And so now you don't have to worry about that. I got you. And for the month of June, I even got you even more. So y'all think I drop gems if you've been watching my training before. I'm going to be dropping gems like a jeweler. I told my husband I was gonna use that. Right? I'm gonna be dropping gems like a jeweler, like I'm a rapper, right? I'm gonna be dropping some gems. So you definitely want to stay tuned for the month of June so you can be part of this series with me. Okay. I love sharing information with you. I am gonna always over deliver. When you guys get a chance to grab this 30-day launch plan, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this girl is a jeweler. She is a jeweler dropping gems like crazy. All right, guys. So if you guys don't have anything, Chantel says, drop them like they hot. Yes. Yes. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Again, click the notification. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Look, if you know that other people need to hear this, you know people are in dire need to get unstuck, then share this. Share this. Sharing is caring. You know, that's be a supporter of other women, women supporting other women, entrepreneurs supporting other entrepreneurs. Let's do all of that. Let's bring this all together. Let's make this as a good community. All right. Pam says, I love how you deliver golden value every time. Thank you so much, Pam. All right. You guys have an awesome and blessed day, and I'll be talking to you later. Peace out. You're welcome. Oh, y'all, before I